This is Calm AF, a podcast for humans who are hard on themselves. A podcast for the overthinkers, people pleasers, perfectionists, and overachievers. I'm Kristen Finch, and I'm going to teach you how to quiet that incessant negative chatter in your head. Because you know what a person with a calm mind can do? Anything they want. Grab your coffee, gorgeous soul, because today's the day you get Calm AF. Hello, gorgeous souls. Welcome to Calm AF. So we are continuing on with the series, Things I Wish I Would Have Known Sooner, or Things I Would Go Back and Tell My Younger Self to save myself from time and struggle. Now, again, I want to just reiterate that I am a huge believer that there really is no substitute for learning the life lessons you learn when you go through hard shit. You learning on your own is going to be much more impactful than someone else telling you how to learn a lesson. But there are things that I think we can know about going through the lessons, right? Things that would have been nice to know while I was going through the hard things. So, quick reminder before we get started, the day of this podcast release, August 23rd, is the last day to join Calm AF Life and get lifetime access to the program. This means for as long as Calm AF Life exists in the world, you will have access to the weekly coaching calls in the small groups, the daily love letters, the monthly Future Self workshop, access to future Calm AF retreats, all of the classes I teach in the program, all of the workshops, the entire course, the guest teachers, all of it is included when you join with lifetime access. Also, something that's going to be changing or kind of is already happening is my one-on-one clients, if and when I have new ones, they will be pulled, they will be inside Calm AF Life. Meaning, if you want to potentially work with me in the future, this is probably going to be the route in. And really quickly, I've gotten some questions. A couple people have reached out who signed up for a consult call. That is an option. If you want to join, but you have some questions, you can book a call with me and I can get on Zoom and answer your questions. If you do that by the end of August 23rd, you still can get that lifetime access. If you make the appointment after the 23rd, that lifetime access is gone. Okay? Does that make sense? And after the 23rd, we're going to close enrollment for a little while we get all of the new upgrades in place. And then when we reopen sometime in September, the program access will be 6 months. So if you are thinking about it, if you've been on the fence, now is a really great time if you want to get that lifetime access. Okay. So things I would tell my younger self. Last week I shared how I wish I would have known sooner to not make surface changes. Like instead of just changing things on the outside, stop, pause, and actually address the foundational issues, AKA learn your stories, learn your triggers, learn how your nervous system reacts and how to regulate your nervous system. Everyone's is different. Doing this work, before you try and change surface level will save you so much time. Because once you've got that awareness and a plan, getting through hard things will not be easy necessarily, but it will add ease to the process. So that's what we shared last week. If you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to that one at some point. Today, I want to share the next thing that I wish I would have known sooner, that I would go back as early as I could and start teaching my younger self this. And that is the truth about feelings. Okay? This is actually the shit that I think should be taught starting in preschool or sooner and be continued throughout your entire education, right alongside math, science, and reading, how to feel feelings. Okay? So if I were talking to my younger self, this is what I would say. First of all feelings are normal. They are valid. They are your body's only way of communicating with you. When you have a feeling, the only thing that you really need to do is to feel it. there is going to be a physical sensation. That's what a feeling is. It's a physical sensation in your body. You can just let that physical sensation be there and see where it shows up. For example, maybe when you're feeling happy, you notice a physical sensation that feels light and bubbly. Maybe sparkly, maybe kind of like a hug, right? The feeling of happiness probably feels nice. It feels good in your body. And sadness might feel different. It might feel kind of heavy. You might feel a sensation of heaviness in your chest or maybe tightness in your throat. And it might not feel good. It might be uncomfortable. But you need to hear this and remember it. Just because it feels uncomfortable doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's wrong and that you shouldn't be having it. There are feelings in your body that you will feel that you will prefer, and there will be feelings that you will not prefer to feel. Feelings that you look forward to, you're like, yes, I love it when I feel this way, and feelings that you don't, like, ugh, that's not my favorite feeling. But remember, they are all important, they are all real, they are all valid, and none of them are wrong. Non-preferred feelings aren't wrong, and they don't need to be fixed. It's going to be really hard to resist the urge to make the non-preferred feeling go away as quickly as possible. That's what you're going to want to do, right? Because why would I want to have this thing, this feeling, this physical sensation in my body if it doesn't feel good? Like, shouldn't I just want to get rid of it really fast? But listen, yes, of course, but the truth is that the quickest way for you to get through a feeling is to feel it. Not to get rid of it, to feel it. Yes, you can find things that seem to make the feeling go away for a while, right? This is going to be easy. You're going to start noticing that instead of feeling your feelings, you will find so many ways around it. Food, for example, you might notice that people will often suggest, like if you're feeling sad, your mom might be like, oh, let's get some ice cream. Or you might notice, when you're feeling upset, someone's like, what, do you want a cookie? What will make you feel better? Food isn't going to fix a problem of a feeling, right? Because food doesn't actually fix feelings. It fixes hunger. You will find lots and lots of ways to not feel your feelings over the years, to avoid feeling your feelings. You might learn how to push them way deep down. You might learn how to just ignore them. You might even get really good at convincing yourself that you're not feeling a non-preferred feeling. You're fine. You're fine. You might learn to numb out your feelings, which means do something to numb that feeling, to make the feeling just numb. Things like alcohol, drugs, shopping, scrolling on your phone, playing video games, something that's going to numb the feeling. Or you might not feel your feeling by making sure you are always really busy. Because if you're super busy, then you're just not going to have time to feel your feelings or even maybe notice them, which is like, that's the goal, right? Like, just stay busy. The problem with all of this, younger self, is that every time you decide to fix a feeling or escape a feeling or avoid a feeling or numb a feeling out, that feeling doesn't go anywhere. It just gets stored for later. So think about your body as a container and think about every time you store a feeling in your body, it just gets shoved down to the body and it starts filling up. Your body starts filling up with these unprocessed feelings. And how does that feel? It feels pretty heavy. It starts to feel like you're dragging around an extra 50 pounds. You feel tired, even though, why would I be tired? Oh, maybe it's this 50 extra pounds of unprocessed feelings. And sometimes, here's the other thing that might happen, when there's no room left, right? At some point, the body is full. There's no room to store any more feelings. You might explode. Now, younger self, not literally, but you might lose your temper. And usually this is going to happen at the wrong person or over something little and unimportant. Okay? These are ways that you are going to learn how to avoid your feelings, but they're not actually going anywhere. So the way to avoid that is just feel the feeling when it shows up. Now, here's another very important thing you need to know about feelings. You're probably going to learn that you are in charge of other people's feelings. You somehow control the people around you, their feelings, their moods, right? When you're nice, it seems that that makes people feel good. When you're not nice, it seems like that makes people feel not good. And I'm not saying there's no truth to that. Of course, if you treat someone unkindly or you intentionally hurt someone, yes, that behavior is going to create a non-preferred feeling in that person. So yes, be kind, be thoughtful, be respectful, but you are probably going to take this idea of you being in control of other people's feelings to the extreme. You are going to, over time, believe that you are the one who is in control of how all the people are feeling. You will think you are responsible for making sure that everything that you say or do, how you look, how you live, how you act, is somehow controlling other people's moods and their feelings like some sort of puppet master, like you're pulling the strings. Please hear me. This is simply not true. Yes, you can impact feelings. No, you are not in control of other people's feelings. But again, you are a smart cookie. And you might notice that you can also read people very well, meaning you somehow just know. You get really good at this. You know how to make sure that the person in front of you, whether it's someone you know very well or a total stranger, feels a preferred feeling because of you. You will learn that your teachers seem happy when you're getting good grades and when you're overachieving. You will learn that it seems to make your parents feel those non-preferred feelings like mad or sad or annoyed by the things that you do. And so you're going to do the opposite. You will learn that somehow you can get people to feel preferred feelings by being cute or funny or outgoing or polite or by being quote unquote good. And you will decide, because you're so good at it, it's just easier for you to control other people's feelings than it is for you to manage your own, right? You don't have to feel uncomfortable. You're fine as long as everybody else around you's fine. And you'll start to believe that your feelings are now dependent on other people's feelings. And so managing other people's feelings will become your full-time job. And don't be fooled. It will work. It will. You might be like, this is how I've been successful. This is how I've gotten people to like me. This is how I know that I am, well received. Yes. However, and also a quick side note, part of this, you're going to attract lots of people into your life that need you to be fixing their problems, right? You're so good at it. Great. Do it for me. You be the one to fix. You be running 100 steps ahead of me and making sure I never have to feel a non-preferred feeling or my mood stays good, right? If you're so good at it, great. You are the dream partner to the person who doesn't know how or want to know how to handle their feelings. That's going to create really unbalanced relationships. You will always be the one running around fixing, responsible for preventing non-preferred feelings for everyone else. No one's going to be able to be there for you. Partly because you've convinced everyone you're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, right? Because you say it all the time. So I guess she's fine. But you're not. You actually won't be fine. You will be good at pretending you're fine or holding it together. But again, a body that is full of unfelt, shoved down feelings can only hold so much. And if you think storing non-preferred feelings like anger or resentment or guilt or sadness in your body isn't going to start affecting your health, you're wrong. So, younger self, Learn to feel your feelings when they happen. Instead of spending your life running around managing everyone else's energy, trying to control their feelings and their moods and their opinions and their thoughts so they can feel good so that you can feel good, just skip the middle part. You just feel good. Manage your own energy. Let them learn how to manage their own energy. Learn to feel your own feelings without running away or shoving them down or numbing them out or going into hypervigilant fix-it mode. You do not need someone else to be okay in order for you to be okay. I'm going to say that again. You do not need the person that is with you to be okay in order for you to be okay. You will be okay when you are okay. Yes, you can do the running around thing for a while, but I promise you, there is no end. There will never be a day when you're like, I did it. I have fixed every single thing. I have come up with everything that could go wrong, anything in the whole world that could trigger this person to feel a non-preferred feeling. I have done it. It's safe for me to relax now. There is no end. You aren't going to ever get to the day where you're like, and now I can relax. So skip it. Skip the middle part. It's so much easier to just feel your feelings right when they show up. Notice them. Notice how they feel in your body. Sit with that physical sensation in your body. It's not going to kill you. And that is where understanding your nervous system comes into play, right? Because when your body feels a non-preferred feeling and it will trigger that emergency signal, you can just regulate, oh, this isn't actually an emergency. This is just a feeling. Then you can question the feeling, see what it's there to share with you, and then you can move on. You don't have to store it in your body. It just gets to be released back into the world. That is what I would tell my younger self. That is what I tell my today self pretty regularly. And this is actually, like I said, I think every child should be learning this in school. And I don't care if you are 8 or you are 78 listening to this message. Knowing and understand this about feelings, the truth about feelings, will save you so much time and energy and pain and suffering. It is not too late to learn how to stop controlling everyone else and manage your own feelings. It is not too late. Obviously, if you want my help, that's what Calm AF Life is for. This is what we do in there. We learn, we practice, we get better at it. Lifetime access to learn and practice and get better at it with me ends August 23rd. The link to join is in the show notes, or book a call is in the show notes. All right, this is an important one for you. Thank you for listening. I love you so much. I will see you next time. If you love this podcast, you will love Calm AF Life. It's a self-paced, lifetime access DIY course that teaches you all the concepts that I talk about here, from nervous system regulation to manifesting with ease. And since we know that true change doesn't happen just because you know what to do, you also get an all-access pass to coaching calls and accountability so you don't stay stuck and you don't give up. The best investment you could ever make is in yourself. Calm AF Life is here for you now. Life's not waiting. Let's get you aligned with your Calm AF self, gorgeous soul. I cannot wait to meet you. Go to KristenFinch.com and join me today.